guys, Roxy Sims here, and I have another speed build for you today. Today I am back in Brightchester, and I am building 3 modern student tiny homes. We are over at Foxbury Institute, and I think that these 3 tiny homes are kind of perfect for maybe like a junior or a senior in college. You know, somebody who has lived that dorm room life, and they just... they gotta step it up this year. They don't want to live in a dorm room, so they got themselves a tiny home where they can live by themselves. And since the Foxbury Institute is so modern, I thought modern was just the only way to go with these tiny homes. So I do go kind of like I think this is a very typical style for a tiny home. Lots of tiny homes that I've seen have this same roof, this same like little porch on there. I tried to go very typical tiny home. Like maybe a developer came in and just threw these like manufactured tiny homes just right on this lot. But I still wanted them to be, very nice tiny homes. And all 3 of them are in different like color variations. So they all have kind of that, a little bit of the same kind of tones going on, but just slightly different. So the first one I'll do like a navy blue kind of a exterior, and then the next one kind of a lighter version of that blue, and then in the next one even lighter version. So kind of an ombre effect going on a little bit. So kind of like they were manufactured, they were all made in a factory, but they were kind of custom made, just to be just a little bit different from each other. And I do have them like all furnished. Like obviously they're all furnished, but what I mean by that is that they all have the same furniture, so that they bought kind of like the same kind of thing, different color variants of the same furniture for each one of the tiny homes, so that the student wouldn't have to worry about buying furniture when they moved into these. And just so you know, you could use this as university housing, but I did not set it to that lot type. Because in that specific lot type, you cannot have stoves. And I really wanted to have stoves in these. I wanted to grill out in the little yard space. They have such a nice yard. I wanted them to be able to grill out there. And a grill and a stove is something you cannot have in university housing. So I just have it as a regular house. And but you could totally change it. If you just got rid of the grill and the stove, you could change it to university housing, and then it would automatically fill up the space. But I do think there might be a requirement for university housing. I think you have to have 4 beds. So, yeah, I think I just wouldn't count it as university housing if it were me. And, so for my game, I'm just keeping it regular housing, and then I will have roommates come in, and they can, because now with the roommate system, you can have roommates move in, but you can, lock your door to where they just can't come into your space. And so they can use their own 2 spaces, and then you can assign their beds to each one of the roommates. So that's what I'm going to be doing in my own gameplay. So I'm working on the landscaping now, and I really wanted to kind of keep it pretty modern and clean and minimal and all of that. And I did kind of I sized down the trees, because since this is so new, I wanted the trees to be a little small and wimpy, because that just reminds me of new builds. Anytime I see a tiny tree hasn't fully grown in yet, I just think new, brand new. That's what I wanted to go for with these. And you will see later too, I add like solar panels to the roof. I wanted this to be, like a modern eco-friendly kind of build. So guys, I want to tell you, I just got the game Stardew Valley. Have you heard of it? Surely you have. I think it's pretty big, and I know lots of simmers really love that game. So I've been dying to get it, and so I just hop on Steam, and I looked, and they had some pretty great deals going on. They have deals going on until I think January 2nd. So I don't know if I'll get this video out before January 2nd, but if I do, go check out video games on Steam, because the whole game was only like $9. So yeah, pretty good deal. I had to get it, But I haven't got to play it yet. I haven't got to check it out because what also was on sale were City Skylines expansions. And I am a sucker for City Skylines. I love that game so much. I got the, what expansions did I get? I got the green living one. It's like eco-friendly green living city. I forget the actual names of them. But I got the industries one, and then I also got park life. And, I got 3 expansions, so it was too much. I had to play those expansion first before I start up Stardew Valley. Because I am truly addicted to City Skylines. It's a problem. I played almost all day long. I couldn't stop. It was so fun. I'm loving all those new expansions that I got for it. If you don't play that game, get on it. It's awesome. You probably already know what that game is, but just in case you don't, it's kind of like SimCity. So you're just, building a huge city, and it's really well done. I'm a huge fan, and lots of other simmers play City Skylines as well. And okay, so hear me out. Do you like City Skylines videos? Should I make City Skylines videos? Let me know what your opinion is on that, because I know lots of other simmers make City Skylines videos as well. So I've been contemplating it, especially with how much I've been wanting to play it lately. I'm just so into it right now. And yeah, I think making videos for it would be fun. So let me know what your opinion is on that. But also let me know, what I should even have in a City Skylines video. I have actually never watched a City Skylines YouTube video ever. And so I kind of don't even know what I would even be doing in it. Do I just build a city in it? Because I can do that. But I also, like in The Sims, I also cheat in that game. I have unlimited money because I want to make the absolute best, most beautiful city possible from the very beginning. And it pains me so much that when I'm playing it regularly, that I can't afford all the big roads, and so then I end up, like, later on, those roads are too small to handle the traffic that I need them to handle, and so then I end up having to delete a bunch of buildings because they are right up against the road, and so I have to expand the road, delete all the buildings. It pains me so much to do all that, so I end up just cheating and building with the big roads from the beginning. And yeah, so do people like watching cheating City Skylines videos? I don't know. Let me know. I need to get on that and watch some videos so I actually know what I would be doing in it. But let me know what you think. And now that I've been talking about City Skylines for way too long in a Sims video, let me go back to this build. I am just putting a little personality into the individual tiny homes. This person, I think, is really artsy. So I have cameras all over the place. I have the easel in the yard. So she's just like really into art, maybe also into fashion, just an overall creative person. And I think very, very stylish, I would say. And then this one that I'm working on here, I imagine her to be like really feminine, and I don't really know what she's going to school for. I haven't picked that out yet, but I know she really likes books. She really likes plants. I just think she's just a really good person. So I haven't even made this sim, but if I were to make her, I think she'd just be really wholesome and a very good person. And then the next one, I have kind of like a rocker style going on, little goth-ish, I would say, but kind of like a classy goth. So not really a grungy type of goth, but a very clean, modern, classy kind of goth is the vibe that I was going for in the next one. And even though these are tiny homes, I do think of them as being kind of expensive. They're very modern, done in a very nice way. So I think they'd be kind of pricey. So I imagine all three of these people kind of being from kind of a well-off family. Nothing too crazy, obviously, then they'd be living in a big nice house or something like that, but at least come from a little bit of money. These three are definitely getting some help from mom and dad to pay for these things, I would say. Otherwise, they'd be living in a dorm room. So they're definitely getting some help. You know what I just realized is that this is actually the first build that I'm doing specifically for Foxbury Institute. I don't know why it's taken me so long. I think I was just immediately drawn to University of Brightchester. I was immediately like, oh, that is where I'm sending my sim. 100%. And I've talked about this before, but it's because that's the kind of college that's like so out of reach for me because of where I'm from. I live in the middle of the country. We don't have, in the middle of nowhere in the middle of the country, put those two things together. We don't have those kinds of universities, the Ivy League, really old kinds of places don't exist here, but we do have plenty of modern universities. So, I was drawn to University of Brightchester, but now I'm finally getting to Foxbury Institute builds, and I can't wait to show you guys the build that I made for the Foxbury Institute Commons. That one has taken me a long time. I've got the design all figured out and everything, but it's a pretty big building, so taken me a long time to do. But I can't wait to show you guys that one when I finally finish building it and do the voiceover and everything. But yeah, I'm kind of doing a couple modern builds coming, all inspired by Foxbury Institute, so keep an eye out. I also have this idea that I'm really wanting to do, and it's gonna take forever, so I don't know when it would be coming out, but I'm really excited about this idea of doing like this incredibly grungy kind of a big city block. So, just taking a lot and making a city block out of it, but make it, like I said, super grungy, super run down, and I think that would be really fun. And it could have something to do with my recent obsession with city skylines, making big cities and that. So I'm kind of wanting to make a big city in The Sims as well. So I have that idea. Hopefully I can get it done in some sort of short-ish period of time. That is the goal, but that's going to take absolutely forever. So I have no idea when that would be coming. But it's just an idea. I haven't started or anything, but I'm really liking that idea. If you have any build requests, let me know. I'm always open to new ideas. Like, one of my favorite builds I ever did was someone wanted me to build a daycare. And I had no intention of building one, but I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do that. And then it turns out to be one of my favorite things. So I always love your suggestions. I love that we have these solar panels now. Oh, I adore them so much. I have so many builds that I wish I could have used these on before, and I think they just add a little something to the roof. They make them look that much more modern and that much more new, and I think it really worked for these builds. Well, we are pretty much finished with this video. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. It really means the world to me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope to talk to you all again very soon. Bye, everybody!